Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? We are back in the building. Sorry I'm late. I see someone saying, Brandon's picking up those no jumper habits. Actually, I'm picking up those father habits where you have kids who want to pull you 100 different ways at the exact moment that you have something to do. That's just the way it is. This is why I have a studio where I record so no one can interrupt me. But when I'm doing stuff like this, recording at the house, it's just par for the course. Something we all have to expect. The rain. Oh, give me a one in the comments if you can hear me loud and clear. Give me a one in the comments if the audio and the visuals are all good. I know that I'm ugly. I know that I have a tether hairline. These are things I know. It's not empty. In the trunk. No, it's a clear jug. Anyway, it's a gallon, a little gallon. Anyway, so so all that. All right, we good. Okay, so the reign of terror of almighty suspect at no jumper has come to a humiliating conclusion. It has come to a very unexpected, tragic, but comical ending. As we learn from the Honorable Young Aunt Hefe, our brother, that what I said about Almighty Suspect and me calling him out as a PC, a man who has gone into protective custody, was in fact true. The minute we found out that Almighty Suspect was in jail, the minute that we found out that he was in the Twin Towers section of the county jail, with no further information, I screamed out, he PC'd up. And all of you guys called me crazy. All of you guys were like, Brandon's hating on the Almighty Suspect. You know, the Susgerb would never do that. But now we have it confirmed. And everyone's like, well, this is not like really confirmed evidence. This is not like, there's no actual facts behind it. But the reality is, I know that it's a fact because after only a few weeks of dealing with Suspect, understood that he is exactly the type of person who would act hard on the streets. And then when he got into a situation like going to county jail, he would go into protective custody. Guys, I said it from the very beginning. Suspect is scared of fighting. From the first day that I met him, I said, this dude does not want to fight. I said it. I said, this dude does not want to fight. Who don't want to fight? Who don't want to fight? That's what he said, right? I said, you don't want to fight. Because I could read that dude like a damn, like letters on a page. His energy was just straight up mark ass bitch energy. And it's like, it's so bad. And it's so pungent. It's like I could smell it on him. You know, you can just be around a person for a second and you could tell they got that whole energy. I knew it. I knew he didn't want to fight. I knew for him, it was all about keeping up an image, making people on the internet think he was something that he was not. And once you get inside that county jail and then bars rack closed, or you enter into one of those dorms, listen, all the act goes right out the window, because now you are in a dorm with 80 other men. All of them is hard. Most of them, they all got a reputation and they ready to match your energy. As a matter of fact, they might bring the energy and they might challenge you to match it. And I want you guys to hear what was said. And you probably have heard it already, but we're going to quickly go post some content from Cliff World TV, and Aunt Hefe, so you guys can, if for those of you who have not like saw this, you can see exactly how we found out that Sus went into PC. Young Aunt Hefe has a friend, knows a guy who his brother was at the same courthouse as Almighty Suspect. And in case you guys didn't know, he went to court on one charge, but while he was in court, the court became aware that he had a warrant out for his arrest for another charge. And that is why he was remanded into custody. Remanded just basically means taken into custody. So he went to jail with a 3-piece suit on. He didn't expect to be staying the night. He didn't expect to be invited for the sleepover. So he went with a 3-piece suit. He has his lawyer, Rosenberg. You know, he's cocky. I don't know why or what for, but he's a cocky dude. And he thought he was going to run in there, smile and look all cool and try to be cute with that receding hairline. And he was going to leave to get on the internet and tell about how he evaded going to jail again. But it didn't go that way this time. So I'm going to play this so that everyone will be brought up to speed.
Feeling like Jesus, trying to run to.
It's being said.
Girl niggas trying to rap.
Well, looks like young Aunt Hefe, whom don't care nothing about what that text say, is confirming that Almighty Suspect is in PC, bro. Let me just play the content.
It's being said that, in fact, Almighty Suspect is in PC. Brandon might have been right on something, and we about to get right into it. And it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
Now, you heard what they said. What he said. Brandon might have been right on something. So, Aunt Hefe is giving me credit because I was the first one at the table when I heard Twin Towers to say, yo, this dude PC'd up. See, that's one of the reasons why you should watch me. And that's one of the reasons why you should listen to what I'm saying. Because I'm not afraid to say what is obvious. I know you watch like No Jumper sometimes, and there's something that's going on, and it's so obvious that you're screaming at the TV like, man, this or that, this, that, or the third. But no one says it because too many people in that place live to try to make something into content. Oh, why would we just state the obvious when we can go and make 50 videos leading up to us stating the obvious to get you guys' money or get you guys' views for ad revenue? Listen, me, I'm a straight up guy. I'm not content brained, as Adam calls it. I literally, if I see something, if I hear something said that is inconsistent, I'm just going to call it out immediately because why not? That's what men do. If you smell bull crap, you let everybody know, hey, that's bull crap. That's BS. Why are we going to sit around like a bunch of hens and not state the obvious so we could talk around the subject for the next 3 weeks? I hate that. I can't stand people like that. So I would never be a person like that. But I literally said he PC'd up. But the reason I was able to say it so confidently is because I knew this dude was scary. I knew he was a hoe. I knew all that stuff when he went to the Marathon Burger and all that. All that was an act. The real suspect, when the cameras are not on, is nothing more than a 28-year-old coward who is scared of his own shadow, let alone another man aggressing against him. When this dude brought that knife to work, I knew exactly what type of person he was. Because for you to lose your job by bringing a weapon to work, a good job, you know that this man's fear is so overwhelming that it causes him to make irrational decisions. So this is being read here, and we're gonna let Aunt Hefe read it.
Oh, crap. Hold on. Let's read this. Okay. So it says, from something unrelated to his criminal stalking charges, after court, they hit the county and he immediately got spooked out talking about, what should I do? They gonna run me. I've been to IP camp, yeah, but never the county. He was super spooky Johnson. Until after medical, I saw him pass by the tank and them yellows. His reason was hearing voices and schizophrenia. LOL. He did it to himself. And he said he don't gangbang. So he not worried about rep or an image. That ninja is scared. Said Almighty had a 3-piece suit on looking like an attorney. I told y'all all of this in the last video. I said Sus Gerb got picked up. He went to court dressed up in a suit. And I told y'all the exact reason why he would PC up, bro. Talking about some they gonna run him. Yeah, they gonna run you, bro. Now I can just let the cat out the bag, bro. This nigga Sus told me. I ain't gonna say it. Just know that he didn't plan on doing the time. He was.
So he basically told Cliff World something that alluded to the fact that he thought he wasn't gonna end up doing any time. Rosenberg probably told suspect, "Hey man, you got this charge, that charge. I could get you a year or whatever, get it suspended, or you can get time served, or who knows what, right? Or you could get house arrest, something like that." But what suspect didn't realize was the court had become aware of a warrant, and he probably didn't even know he had a warrant. And now he's finding out, damn, I'm gonna have to go up in the tank. I'm gonna have to be in jail with the other YNs, the real YNs that I pretend to be and that I imitate. So now he was scared, and he's gonna get to the point where Hefe is reading this, but it's so disgusting. And I love the commentary that Cliff did on it, because even Cliff sees how much of a mark suspect is being, and Cliff is someone who's cool with suspect. We know that because he's having private communication with him. So it's crazy that someone can get on the internet and project this image and portray themselves as being one way. But then when reality hits them, and they got to do something that all of us damn near in LA have gone through, go to the LA County Jail. He's such a coward that he would pretend to be schizophrenic rather than to go on the main line with all the other tough guys. And people say, Almighty's not from a gang. I saw Almighty sit on the couch of No Jumper and say, I represent LA gang culture. Am I the only one who heard that? Give me a 1 in the comments if you've heard Almighty Suspect say that he is a representative of LA gang culture, because I heard it. So you say you don't bang, but you at the same time tell people that you are a representative of LA gang culture. Please remind me, because I might have missed it. What part of LA gang culture is going PC in the county because you don't want to catch fades? Like think about that. You got dudes that are somebody said, I don't remember where I saw it, but there are men who are 80 years old. I kid you not. Drunks, winos, drug addicts, old ass men who go to the general population. But you, a young 27-year-old fun boy, you're too afraid. This guy who is like, when I think about how he's just a bitch, I think about when he was in that corner at No Jumper. Do something, Mr. Black Belt. What you gonna do? Well, he's just acting so tough. He's acting so hard. But now we're finding out we ain't really finding out. What we already knew is being confirmed. It was all just an act. He don't got a hard bone in his body, because soon as somebody come at bro, right, he's running to go get his daddy. I can't run and go get my daddy. My dad's in prison, in there with suspect. And I'm going to send a letter to him saying, if you see a little light-skinned naked mole rat, make sure you bust his cheeks. He likes it with peanut butter. And if you really feeling real freaky, he likes you to put a carrot in his ass. Definitely sending that. I'm definitely sending that kite to Pops in jail. He likes it with peanut butter, usually lathered onto a carrot. That man got a new name, Almighty Carrot Sticks, because that's what they're going to violate this man with. He likes it with peanut butter lathered on top of a carrot. Let's listen to this.
See, right there, up there, what was placed before y'all. Now, that is from one of the supporters, and that is from my DM. That is one of the supporters that watch my channel. That is from right there, up there.
The fades.
So as y'all see, right there, up there, what was placed before y'all. Now, that is from one of the supporters, and that is from my DM. That is one of the supporters that watch my channel that hopped in my DM because he had somebody that was locked up. And this is what he said. What up with you? I'm going to drop you some info. May or may not have. My little brother caught a gun case and ended up at Torrance Court where he sees Almighty suspect get detained from something unrelated to his crime, stalking charges. After court, they hit the county and he immediately gets spooked out talking about what should I do? They gonna run me. I've been to LP, Camp YA, but never the county.
Oh, so
he was super spooked.
So he's just gonna read. Basically just read what I just read to y'all. Basically, let's see what he got to say at the end now.
In there, I don't know. It was just given to me. This is somebody who brother in jail, and this is what he's saying he saw. And this is also the message he sent as well.
Yeah, man, he said Almighty ass was, that nigga was shaking like booty meat all the way up to the county jail and shit from the Torrance courthouse and shit. And that nigga was adamant than a motherfucker about not trying to get ran because he don't gangbang no more and he a LA rapper who be popping it. My brother said, nigga, you sure you want to do that, nigga? Your image? He said, nigga, I don't give a fuck about them politics, nigga, I don't gangbang.
Yeah.
So it's true that Almighty suspect does not gangbang, so the politics would not apply to him. But we all know that Almighty suspect be out here like a tuna, like a turned up non-affiliate, and we expected nothing of Almighty but to go to that dorm, and if you got some fades, run them fades,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. I don't.
Man, they said that in tandem. Run them fades. Because, you know, Young Ant uses a term, tuna, turned up non-affiliate. That's exactly what Almighty suspect, you know, he projects himself to be. I'm not in a gang, but I am still actively involved in gang culture or gang activity, or I'm hanging and running with gang members. So I feel like I have the license to act like a gang member. Like when he was arguing with Adam, telling Adam, hey, you were not born into hip hop, so you can't tell me about, you know, hip hop. I was born into it, right? So that's what Almighty Suspect basically did. He refused to be in a gang. He got put off, right? And so, but he still wants to project himself as a gang member or a gangbanger or carry himself like a thug, right? Like Tupac Shakur. He wasn't from a gang, but he still wanted to be a thug, right? Which is crazy to me. But it's like, if you're gonna project that image, if you want to really embody, if you really want to embody if you really want to embody like this quote unquote culture, because I don't call it, it's stupid culture, murder culture to me. Well, then you know what? The culture demands that if you hit the county, that is a place where all your enemies have the opportunity to confront you about anything that you've done that they don't feel is on the up and up, right? But you're not even going to give them that chance. And I believe DC Baby Draco is in the county too. So Almighty obviously is avoiding the main line because he says they're going to run me, which makes him, when you think about it, it makes him even more of a bitch because he knows that there are people who want fades with him. See, if you didn't know that as I'm talking, the homie from Inglewood family just hit me up right now. he laughing at the story. But if you didn't know that someone wanted to fight you, or if you was just a dude who was just cool with everybody, but you was tapped into the gang culture, that would be different. But you know them dudes from Inglewood family won't fade with you. You know that. You know that these dudes from BPS might still want fades with you. You know that some dudes who you might have said something about might want to fade with you. Hell, you might have dudes from Rolling 60s who want to fade with you just because you showed up to Nipsey's event with a dude from Hoover. See, he knows that he's done a lot of talking. And dudes like Almighty, because they're always on drugs, they make enemies and don't even remember everybody who they make enemies out of. He literally said, they gonna run me. They gonna run me. You know, like dudes like 4 Extras, they looking forward to the fade. They like, shit, this is the fun part. I can't wait to hit the tank so I could run my fades. They ready. You got somebody like Expo, way smaller than 4 Extras, who ain't even gonna go to PC. It's little dudes in there, y'all. Dudes who don't weigh nothing but about 130 pounds in general population. And this big ass nigga suspect, because he about 205. He's scared to go in general population, but not scared to sit up on a microphone at No Jumper and talk about niggas' business and act tough. Why, Almighty, why didn't you run to the Mexicans in the county like you ran to the Mexicans from Hater World and go talk shit with them? I'm telling you guys, in the world of LA gang culture, in the world of LA street shit, it would have been better if bro would have just got, if he would have died, it probably would have been better. This dude, literally, this some like Japanese seppuku, fall on your own sword type shit. Because he's ultimately a disgrace to anybody who knows him, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, you guys, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Comment. I'm not leaving nothing alone. Everybody like, leave him alone. You want me to tell you? Let's be real. Do you think Almighty Suspect would have left me alone if what happened to him happened to me? Bro would have been gloating. Bro pulled a knife on me, ran an hour away to San Bernardino to talk shit about me after he pulled a knife on me. No, dude, I'm doing what Almighty Suspect would have done. I'm rubbing it in. Because he went like, you guys can't tell me how to slay a dragon, bro. Because you never slayed it. Like, I'm being real. This dude was punking niggas at No Jumper. Bro was literally at No Jumper punking people. Had people scared of him. Got into a Flacco, got into a Sharp, all this stuff. Y'all basically got punked by a Mark. Y'all got punked by a dude who's scared of his own shadow. So, of course, everybody wants to just blow past it. Oh, leave it in the past. Let it go. Let it go. No. We're not letting this go. The only person who stood up to Suspect was me. The only person who stood up to Suspect was me. Man, I wish Jaleese was in the comments. I bring her out. Oh, dude, I did say this is going to be a call-in show. I'm going to put the, hey, if y'all know where Jaleese at, send this. Listen, while Suspect was still out, I said, me, Flacco, and Jaleese can have a show and call it Surviving Suspect. And we just sit in and talk shit on him. That was before he got locked up, though. But I told you guys, everything I said about Suspect was true. He's a crash out. He's a coward who doesn't want to fight. And he only tries to go at people he believes are weaker than him. This situation has totally exposed this man. Now, there's this video by this rapper named Chico called Neighborhood Anthem. Somebody said Almighty Suspect is in this video. I see one white guy in the video. I mean, not white. Sorry. I see one light-skinned dude in the video, but I don't know if that's Almighty. I'm gonna make this big, though. I don't know if this is Almighty, But I was going to bring up another reason he might have some more fades on the other side, because from what I'm learning, someone said bro tried to be from neighborhood after he got put off BPS. They said he went and tried to join Crip Street. Like, he tried to go and be on neighborhood, I guess. Now, I don't know how true that is, but this is something that someone, they literally gave a video. They didn't give a timestamp though, but I think right there. I don't know if that's Almighty though. They gave this video. They said he's dressed up in all blue. And they said that he made an attempt to be from 9-0. Now, can anyone confirm that? But I'm gonna let y'all look at this dude. He doesn't really look like Almighty Suspect to me, I'll be honest. But this could be during the days when he was real cracked out, or just his younger days. I think it's here. Is that him right there? I don't think that's him. That don't look like him, but they said it's him. Y'all know better than me. Is that him? Because this dude was over his shoulder, acting like he was squeezing a pistol. But it doesn't really look like him. I don't traffic in lies, but somebody said that bro was trying to. Does anyone have any, can anyone confirm this tried to be from 9-0 things? Oh, that's him? I'm going to freeze it. I'm trying to get to a better part. Guys, because there's a part where he's like over the guy's shoulder. He's directly over the guy's shoulder, and he's acting like he's squeezing a trigger. See that right there? Let me see. I don't think that's him, unless he was skinnier. I don't think that's Barone, guys. Okay, I missed it. Go back. All right, let me see. I know it's in one of these scenes where I'm not seeing it. This is the most replay part. I don't know. Let me look at the comments. You guys will know. I'm blind as fuck. Is that him in the blue shirt? Y'all, let's put I'm putting the link in the comments. So that's him. I don't remember what he looked like. I don't know what he looked like when he was young. But y'all saying that's him. That's him for sure. Oh yeah, dang, didn't even think about that. Playback. Let's slow it down. All right, cool. there's just another part that I saw where it was like he was like the guy with the blue shirt was all over the guy's shoulder. They kept the camera on him for a second, like a little second. But I know it was once they was outside. Hey, but you know what? If you guys say that was him, who am I to argue? Yeah, it was on this part. Let's just watch this guy's part. So what I'm saying here is like, if bro was trying to be from 9-0, then there's probably more fades that he's gonna have to catch. And the fact that Almighty is constantly on YouTube on an LA podcast acting tough, I know there are some people who are not okay with the fact. All right, so that's him right there. Y'all saying that's him? I don't know how he looked when he was skinny. Okay, there goes his face. I am retarded. Okay, that's him. That's him. Guys, y'all knew this nigga since he was young. I didn't know him when he was young. What up, Rob? Oh, the shirt.
Yeah.
What up, Rob?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that's him, bro. Play it a little bit more. I think whenever he's holding up his hand like a gun. Let's go slow. See, look.
Shit, that was a good spot right there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Okay, let's pause it. That didn't look like a crackhead back then. Damn. He was definitely on drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He got the almighty Susger. Wow. So, yeah, I see why he's so scary. Because, you know, when you skinny like that, even if you get big, you still got the mind of a skinny nigga. You know?
Right.
You just because your weight goes up, that doesn't mean your self-awareness goes up. No, I don't think he's ever had hair. Damn, this bro looked like a cancer patient at this point. Hey, I see why he's in PC. He gonna come out looking, bro, look like a Somalian. I ain't gonna lie to you. Go ahead, Rob. You have something else to add?
Yeah, like I was saying in the chat, I don't know why. I mean, this was prime opportunity in order for him to redeem himself if he would have just ran his fades. I know if I was that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he could have came out like, hey, I went to the county, ran all my fades. Bro, just, oh my God. For someone who lives and dies for what the comments think, and then they said the dude was like, saying Almighty was like, he don't care nothing about those politics. The politics is happening in jail. This is just commentary and fan lore type shit. So like that's what doesn't really matter. But PC'd up like a Lenovo desktop. but everyone at No Jumper wants this. No, the PC shit is not a lie. Because we read on his paperwork that he is in Twin Towers. Okay, so think about this. Think about this. We get the paperwork saying Almighty is PC'd up. Then someone who was arrested with Almighty, who is in jail currently, is like, yo, I went to jail I was there with bro when he got taken into custody. We both went to jail. I'm sitting in the holding tank with him, and he's in there scared, asking what should he do. And if you know anything about going to jail, you might think like this. Normal people might think, oh, why would he just start talking to someone he doesn't even know about, what he should do? Bro, when people go to jail, they're terrified. So they are looking for a friend. They are asking people questions, other inmates who have been to jail before. They're showing dudes their little paperwork because they give you like this little yellow piece of paper. It was yellow when I went to jail. And it has like your charges on there. They're asking people like, how much time do you think I might get, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, so you are asking around because you don't know what's going to happen to you. So he's talking to them like he's saying, look, he's basically telling the dude, I'm afraid to fight. I don't want to fight for whatever reason. Give me some options. What is something I could do to avoid fighting? And the dude probably told him like, hey, nigga, just go into, go PC. Because he said he'd been to YA and all this stuff is youth. This is youth authority stuff. But he's never been in jail as an adult. He's never actually faced any charges as an adult. So he's like, in his mind, he's like a kid. So in YA, you're just dealing with a bunch of youngsters, a bunch of little kids. Yeah, he could survive in something like that because that's just all about who's the most influential. That's small fries to him. But when you get in the county and people out there who, if they don't want to stab you or hurt you, kill you, they at least want you to catch their fade. Because almighty suspect been in violation many a time. It's people who will probably want to run bro fade just for pulling a knife on me. Like, oh, that was some bitch shit, nigga. I need that. It's dudes like that who will run a fade with you just on the strength. Then I don't know where DC Baby Draco's from, but bro got homeboys. You putting that nigga paperwork up on the internet. You putting that nigga paperwork on Instagram. You think one of his homies ain't gonna want to get at you for going at his homeboy, trying to expose him? Like, I'm being real. Bro, JB, somebody said you ain't that important. Bro, people in jail will fight over anything. People in jail kill over children that they don't even know getting assaulted, SA'd. They don't care. They're just literally bored. So they're literally like, okay, I got a reason to run a fade with this nigga. I know about jail. I've been there. Go ahead, Music Maniacs.
All right. So it is interesting how from the very start of this feud between you and Sus, how it ended, right? And how wildly similar, not just the knife perspective, but how it in the YN perspective, how he's similar with Carmelo Anthony, the 17-year-old YN,
Yep,
situation and everything. But that whole bro, what you're doing right now over in No Jumper and your presence, and I know like Adam kind of like says, oh, no, we don't need to dive into blah, 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 or get to whatever, when you talk about race or blah, 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 or YNs and stuff. But like, you can really change, just not change in a bad way, but I don't know, just change maybe outlooks, perspectives, be like a role model for or to the No Jumper YNs, like in their community and everything, bro, like, or the young people in general, like, but more towards the YNs, bro, because that whole thing, I mean, it's not good. They all, with the tree, I kind of, call them tarantula heads, tarantula feet, hair heads, with the short dreads and everything, and they all look alike. Minus Suspect, he has the like Tiger Woods / LeBron James receding hairline going on. It's a combo going on. You know what I mean?
Right. And the reason why you get so many detractors, people hating on me making this content, is because they were living vicariously through people like Suspect. So once they see these people for who they really are, this is devastating for them. Their world is shattered. Wait, you mean this scrawny, light-skinned nigga from LA wasn't as hard as he made himself out to be? Bro, Travis Ford, the rapper, bro is about 5'4", every bit of 132 pounds. Travis Ford ain't even going protective custody. He's super tiny. Lush ain't even going to protective custody. Let that sink in for a second. Lush wouldn't even go protective custody in the county, bro. Do you realize how much of a bitch you have to be? Because there's a chance that you go into the county and you don't run into anybody that has beef with you. There's a chance you go into the county and you don't run into anyone who even knows who you are. That's a realistic chance.
Every county jail, almost, like, you always run into someone at least. I mean, that's kind of how, and maybe it is for here at least. I don't know about LA area, but like Texas, you always run into someone at least. Maybe not someone you beef with, but someone you know. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you go on this because I want to listen to the rest of the show. But you keep doing what you're doing. I love what you and Lush together. You're like the Hardy Boys. You know, you're like the tag team. Y'all are great chemistry and like long lost brother type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I like Lush. She's cool.
but keep the whole anti-YN movement going, bro. You know what I mean?
Of
We're
course,
really just
YN,
anti-delinquent
yeah,
behavior. You know. Yes.
anti-ignorance, and that's what it is, and that's why they, somebody told me you're beating a dead horse. You will never beat a dead horse
No,
because
you got to keep the suspect content going, bro. This is the wildest story, probably out of just No Jumper Camp, just how it started and then how it ended in just a short time. But just it's wild, bro. You got to keep it going. Fuck those people. But I'll let you go. God bless, man.
Thank you. But no, seriously, like, and what I'm saying is like, I mean, I'm not gonna be talking about like all the time now, but we're definitely gonna be following it because when Suspect was doing YN shit, everybody couldn't get enough of it. But now when he's dealing with the consequences of the YN shit, oh, we tired of it. Nah, it's just that you guys don't want to have your little bubble bursted where you were thinking that people could go around acting like animals and it was cool and they was gonna get out of jail in 5 minutes and go back to doing what they was doing. That's why this hurts. This hurts the person who traffics in ignorance or the person who watches black people crash out for entertainment. It kills them. Somebody said this is a dead horse. No, he could die when I give him permission to die. This can be done when I give it permission to be done. No one's forcing you to watch it. Hater World says this guy is a joke. Is this the real Hater World this time? Maybe I am a joke. But what you gonna say now, Mr. Blue Devil, when you was over there glazing this nigga Sush with his balls in your mouth? Yeah, homie. Yeah, you did the right thing because nobody was gonna do nothing if he would have did this to you and he would have started doing the jujitsu to you. Now what? How much money you putting on this nigga books now? That's what I'm telling y'all. Once you become a man, you realize something. Motherfucker, people can say whatever they want to, but when them lights go out at night and that 400-pound homosexual that you locked in a cell with start tapping the bottom of the damn bunk, you in there all by yourself, homie. Like the hip-hop heads, like the Fuji said, those who fake, they break when they meet their 400-pound mate. Y'all know that line? Y'all don't know that line because y'all think y'all know about hip-hop, right? What about that? That's why real hip-hop had to die so niggas like Suspect could get on. I heard them dudes, Ralphie and these other morons, trying to talk about hip-hop. Oh, Lil Wayne, son, he's terrible. Man, these dudes are so watered down, dude. They're watered down like bad lemonade. Literally, these people, dude, you had Gunner, a nigga who paint his face and wear Doc Martens, over here talking about Lil Wayne sucks. Talking about Last King's clothing is terrible. No, what you guys have to understand is we have entered into an era where mediocre people, where mediocrity is celebrated. Think about that. We live in an era where mediocrity is celebrated. And it's celebrated and championed by people who aren't good at anything. Because if they can make mediocrity look like something special, it makes them look special. If they can make that garbage ass rapper blow up, this untalented artist, if they can make him blow up, now they can believe that it's not about merit, but instead it's just about how much buzz you could generate. It's just about numbers and analytics and optics, right? You could say a lot. You could talk about rap all day. But when I watch this stuff, all I see is failed rappers talking shit on successful ones. Well, if you failed and he's successful, and you can't admit that he's just better than you, well, you have to try to find a way to attribute his success to something else other than talent and hard work and dedication. Why do you think they hated Nipsey so much? Why do you think they hated Nipsey so much? Because Nipsey came from the same place as them. He wasn't rich. He didn't have no special attributes to his upbringing. The boy just had a work ethic that was undeniable. And so all the niggas that lived around him who didn't work was lazy, cracked out, shermed out, coked out. They had to find a way to eliminate him so they wouldn't be forced to look at the reality every day of the fact that, dude, you just don't want to work for what you want. You're not a victim. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You're just lazy. And how do I know that? Because someone who came from the same circumstances as you ended up being a multimillionaire. Someone who came from the same circumstances as you came through buying up the block, buying up the neighborhood where you grew up at. Of course they're going to hate on him. Of course they're going to try to kill him. Hey, people are so ignorant. But of course they're going to hate him. Why do you think suspect them hate me? Oh, you on police shit. You this and that. No. You can't stand to look at me because you're saying, damn, he came from the same place as me. From a worse situation, because I didn't have my daddy around to fight my battles for me. How is it that he's so much smarter than me? How is it that he's so much more well-rounded than I am? How is it that he's able to keep control himself, even in the face of adversity? They don't like you because you're proof that of the fact that their excuses are bullcrap. Am I wrong, Rob?
No, and you know what the sad thing is? I think Sus is just influential enough that some of these young guys, like in the comments and everyone else that look up to him, probably think going to PC is cool. And I just want all the young men to understand that it's way worse being scared than being courageous. Because like, I remember I used to play football. I used to play corner, and I used to get run over all the time by like some big ass running backs, and that shit used to hurt like a motherfucker. But then one day I just decided that I'm gonna run at them at the same speed that they're running at me, and you don't even feel it when you do it like that no more. Like a lot of the fights I used to get in at the bar and on the bus, like you don't even feel it until you get home because you're willing to fight back and your adrenaline is pumping. Being scared hurts worse than being courageous. So don't all that PC shit is bad. I don't care how scared you are. A coward dies like how is it? Like 1,000 deaths or whatever.
Yeah, a coward dies 1,000 deaths. And look at what's happening to Suspect now. And I don't even say Suspect is a coward because he wouldn't fight with me and he brought a knife. Suspect was a coward because he wouldn't put his ego, he was too afraid to put his ego down for 5 minutes so we could all be successful. That was the real display of cowardice. Are you brave enough to just let it go? Are you tough enough just to not respond? That's the true sign of toughness. When you become reactionary, that's a sign of weakness. That tells me if your girl says something you don't like, you about to black both of her eyes and then try to cry in court when you go to jail for domestic violence. Let's be real. A true measure of a man is what a man could do but doesn't. We all could go crazy, bro. Anybody can kill. That ain't no sign of toughness. Them little white boys, them little mass shooters, they kill a lot of people. Does that make them tough? Does that mean they're about to go run fades in the county jail? No. It just means they can pull a trigger and prey on somebody who's weaker than them. But Sus is like 30 years old and ain't learned that lesson yet. The people around him failed him. That's what this is about. The people around him failed him. Hey, Africulture, you in here? As a mod, can you delete anybody who's spamming? Delete them and their comments. Block them. Let me get these super chats real quick, guys. Music Maniacs, Brandon will be a good positive influence on the YNs in the no jumper community. I mean, let's hope. Thank you, my brother. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Imagine Sus being your dad. Totally embarrassing. I really just think about his kids. Who's taking care of them? You know, he not only lost his job, now he's in jail. Good content, bro. Keep going and doing your stuff. Thank you, Sticks and Stones LA. I appreciate that, my brother. Always supporting. Robert Lee Williamson, my brother. Can you blame suspect for acting tough? The community teaches us to be hyper masculine, or else we can be ostracized as a punk. The boy suspect could have been a scientist or something. He's a smart guy. I mean, he's limited based on his he hasn't been exposed to much, but he's a pretty smart dude. You know, he gets up there and quotes history, hip hop history, and all this stuff, but he's trying to live up to, he's trying to be someone he's not. That's his biggest problem. He's trying to be someone he's not. And you never get anything, nothing goes right for you when you try to be something that you're not. Just that's just the way the universe works. And because he's trying to be something he's not, it's like he got to be all extra to keep up the facade. And it makes him just get more, you know, ridiculous and dangerous every day. Music Maniacs. He red bone on the vid. Suspect is a yellow bone. You sick, dude. Leave that dude alone. Hey, bro looks younger now than he looked when he was young. He looks hella old in that video. Now he looks young. This dude, Brandon, couldn't wait till he go to jail. I didn't know he was going to jail, so how was it that I was anticipating it or happy about it? He couldn't wait till he went to jail. That's why he was doing crime, trying to prove he was tough. Shout out to my boy, All Gas, No Breaks. You're beating a dead horse now, bro. Can we get back to serious conversations? We will. We will get there, my brother. Thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate that. Robert Lee, get off that boy neck before he crash out and catch. Oh, your daughter at school. You destroying him. You going crazy. Don't get caught slipping. Hey, Rob, that dude got more problems to worry about than me. You already won, dog, unless you all worry. See, this is the problem with the people who are my day one viewers. They have a moral compass. So when I'm going in too much, they feeling bad for this dude now. But it's like, dude, I just feel like bro's such a bitch. Like, just the way he was trying to talk. That's why it's really like, I'm following it so closely, because just the way bro was trying to talk, like he was so hard, was crazy to me. Like, bro, not only did you pull a knife, that's one thing, but then you go to the county and PC up. You put on the yellow jumpsuit for the crazy people. It'd be crazy if they let his ass out and he got on the train with that yellow jumpsuit on. That'd be wild. Unless y'all working together to get clout, you should leave it. Listen, I'm not working with this fool. He can't work with nobody. He's in jail. Smitty Benzo. Those that fake, they break. When they meet their 400-pound mate. Yep, ready or not, Fuji's 100%. But you know, that's back when hip-hop, even though they talked about the bull crap, they talked about the negative aspect of street life, they did not glorify it. They did not encourage kids to go participate in it. But now you got stuff like 607 talk about, yeah, salute. What I want y'all to do, if y'all real, y'all down, we go ride, slide on your ops. So old nigga telling young niggas to do dumb stuff. That's so crazy to me. Like, why would anyone encourage these young dudes to go out and commit violence, knowing that they're willing to do it? That's my question. Yeah, Brenda was throwing babies in the dumpster. Right. Because even though they they told you the reality, and they shared their story and their life with you. They said everything they could to keep you away from that. When I heard that those who break fake, they break when they meet their 400-pound mate, bro, that literally made me think like, damn, I don't ever want to go to jail. I got a lot of mods, but they not doing nothing for some reason. But yeah, they're trying to spam, but it's because they're hurt. I like to see it because I know when I'm hurting them, I'm getting through. See, nobody remembers something more than they remember when someone hurt them. Let's be real. Nobody remembers anything as much as they remember when somebody hurt them. So this guy, you guys can't see this, but I'm reading this off of my phone. Janky, he said, suspect used to try to be from 90s after he tried to be from BPS. Go look up the NH anthem by Chico. Almighty suspect is in that music video dressed in blue. Then he ended up falling out with Chico and the 90s. I don't know if y'all remember that situation in 2022. So this was relatively recent, where they claimed they took his chain. The whole reason he even got brought on No Jumper, because the fans was fucking with him at first, because he wasn't on camera every day. But now, after being on camera every day for 2 to 3 years, you see how somebody really acts. And that's really what it is. See, suspect in the beginning was able to hide who he was because he was only coming at you guys in small doses. But the more he sat on that podcast, the more he was interacting with people, the more you saw what a little bitch he really was. And what's funny is people are holding on to the old suspect when he was new to No Jumper, and that's who they're fighting for. When Whack 100 is like, oh, nephew, and all this mess. Please, let suspect try to disrespect Whack the way he disrespect everybody else. But people like that. Because people like suspect, I taught y'all about the dark triad, they can put those people in front of them as gatekeepers. That's what suspect is. He's a gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper. I'm going to be, you go to a Mexican person's house and they got that little chihuahua that nip at your ankles when you walk in the gate. That's suspect. He going to come with the ferocity, barking. And if you really scared, you going to get chased off. But if you know, like, okay, this motherfucker ain't going to do nothing, you can just go right through it. I mean, it's so crazy how many people sent me messages like, bro, on Tuesday, when it was me, Lush, Adam, and that Hefe, they was like, man, for the first time in a long time, that shit felt like a real podcast. Y'all just sit up there talking about a wide range of things, me teasing Adam about not being as good as Joe Rogan, me pretend, just at Hefe getting caught up, exposing the fact that Sus was in jail. That is a podcast. It's very cool. It's a little bit unpredictable, but it's peaceful in the end, right? It's peaceful at the end of the day. But it's like the nerds and the geeks and the little bums, they don't want that. They're like, we came here for the crash outs. Bro, the crash outs are going to happen. Just based on the fact that you're in the room with the people you're in the room with. But do you want the crash out to be organic, or do you want the crash out to be manufactured? Like when Lush was jumping around talking about box this gleek, that was all natural. That was totally organic. That was totally organic. He didn't know I was going to bring up Rich Trapper. But on the fly, Lush just thought of something, and it was funny as hell. And he starts jumping up and down talking about box this gleek. And it was hilarious. That's what is quality. That's when we're giving you guys what you deserve as viewers. But when you got manufactured beefs and stuff like that, you ain't getting nothing out of that. Hey, Willie Will, I'm just sitting here watching you live, eating Louisiana fried chicken. Keep doing great. Hey, man, however I could help. Pass me a piece of that chicken, man. I'm already sweating. Might as well go ahead and clog up an artery or two. J Boog off of B2K. Nah, I'm just kidding. How could I work up to be a mod? I rock with your ideologies hard. I watch pretty much all your vids. We're in for the long run. I'll mod some people up. Just sit tight. And hey, if you contribute to the stream, that's gonna help you be a mod more, because then I know you fuck with me. Some people be like, I want to be a mod, then they just go and deleting everybody, which is crazy. But it ain't no big like let me see. Am I watching this from the right? Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I'm in the right thing. But yeah, I'm gonna need some mods for this content in particular because there's a lot of haters up in here. But yeah, so it's better to me. It's going better. Like, what you guys tell me? I'm reading the comments. What do you guys think honestly about the new content? And I love when you guys come over here because then we can talk. You guys can come up and you guys can give me your honest opinion, like things you think I should do, things you think I should change. Like, hey, bro, you be talking too much. Hey, bro, you need to this or that. Hey, you need to whatever, right? I have brought up a one of the fans or one of the viewers brought up a great suggestion. They hit me up like, hey, why don't you tell Adam to get Wes Watson, the big buff white dude who's a jail baby too. He go to jail all the time. They're like, why don't you get Wes Watson to fight 4 extras? I said, damn, that's a great idea. And I took that idea to Adam because right now they're looking for an opponent for 4 extra for this boxing match. And Adam can't find anybody who's willing to fight him. Well, you got this dude Wes Watson. He's a gangster wood. He been in jail. He talking about how he was running yards and shit. That seems like the perfect person to fight 4 extras to me. I'm just like, but that came from like, viewer feedback. And so like, that's what I want you guys to look at this as. Like, if you can give feedback and you can give feedback and we can listen to it. And then when we get on the pod or whatever, we can apply that. But so guys, what's going on? I heard some rumblings about something about King Pill going to pull up on 4 extras. Have you guys heard about that? Have you guys heard about this? King Pill rolls up on. Oh yeah, he's going broke. Yeah, nah, Gutter Marley for real. Wes Watson going broke right now too, so he probably agree. He'd probably agree. Yeah, I think that would be a great fight for 4 extras. Sticks and Stones. MC McFuck up. What the hell? Okay, Cinco. What up?
I think you need to stop all that dick eating, nigga. Keep the gang out your mouth.
Okay, that's it. You gonna hang up now? Because I really want you to keep talking about what you say, P. That's it. Yeah. Tell me about the gang. What is this gang that you refer to?
Northside GBO.
What's that?
Oh shit. But hey, bro, you gotta stop all that dick eating, bro. Damn,
why is you wearing that bonnet?
Up, P.
Why are you wearing that bonnet? First of all, are you Suspect's girlfriend?
Why you worried about what I'm wearing, little nigga?
So Suspect's boyfriend has called you live, folks.
I seen you out with your boyfriend the other day.
That's okay.
Yeah, we got the drop on you. Nigga.
I'll be around here, so you gonna see me. I'm not Suspect. Y'all can see me. I be around all the time. I gotta get my damn windows tinted though, because people are rolling up on something. Hey, Brandon, we love you. Yeah, dude had a bonnet on. Suspect got his boyfriend's calling in now.
What's up with you, Brandon?
What up, Rex?
Hey, what's up? Nah, bro, I fuck with you and all that shit, bro. How you gonna Suspect is like a good 166? I'm sorry, my fault. I'm on the train and shit. Just real quick, let me get this out real quick. Suspect like a good 6'1", 6'2".
He like 6'1".
Exactly, but with a gut like that, bro, that nigga is easy 230. He lying like he gonna say you 200 pounds heavier than
he big, bro.
Exactly. You like my brother Rich Trevor is like 190, 190, 180. That nigga lying on his size anyway. Bro, never had the same energy for Kelby. Never had. He's just soft, bro. I train too, but I'm gonna call you back, bro, because I don't want this train going on.
Like all right, for sure. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, bro.
Hey guys, listen. You guys can come up. I'm not gonna like I'm not about to do a Flacco. I don't like him, so he can't come up here. You can disagree with me, curse me out, whatever. Come on. The dude in the bonnet came up. I didn't take him down. He dropped himself down. Because I know these dudes talk, but they really have nothing to say. They really these dudes really know that the stuff they think is indefensible. That they are walking, talking personifications of cognitive dissonance. They have two conflicting thoughts or ideas or narratives going through their mind at once. Stop. You need to stop talking about the bro. Okay, he's your brother. So you're gay too. If he's your brother, that means you're fruity too. Speaking of brothers, my brother just walked in. But yeah, if he's your brother, then you do what he does. So you guys are rubbing butts together. So this is a community thing. I think you should run for local office, whatever that means. I think you are very knowledgeable, disciplined, wise, confident. Use the fame to gain power. See, Robert Lee Williamson is diabolical. He wants me to take over from behind the scenes. I'll be like the principal on that movie. What was that one movie? The Substitute. Remember the black principal with the big ass lips, but he was really running the whole local drug trade? Hey, dog. The same thing that makes you laugh makes you cry. I ain't gonna lie to you. But see, that's like with me, I'm not worried about what happens to me because I know I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do none of that, dude. And I know that I tried to appeal to suspect on many different levels. Hey, man, let's just get back to the content. Hey, I laughed at some of his jokes. I did what I was supposed to do. I gave suspect many ways out of our conflict. But what happened to him has nothing to do with our conflict. Brandon, you here we go. Brandon, you're the bully. You're the bully's bully. And all you had to do is be in the room. Your emotional awareness needs to be studied. Shit, I'm just aware that I have emotions. And I keep those dogs chained up. But thank you, Jamar Johnson, for the $20 hour. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, and I tell everybody. And if you guys didn't watch my other video about like how to stay calm in tough, tense situations, go watch it. Because I made that video before me and suspect got into our final conflict. So you know that I didn't just try to like make it as a reaction, to whatever happened between me and suspect, right? It was real. And I just said, look, all you need to know is perspective. What do you have to lose? What do they have to lose? What is their goal? What are they trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve? And everything in suspect's behavior, despite what his mouth might have said, the thing he wanted to achieve was going to jail. Because he kept doing things that he knew could possibly land him in jail and just ignoring what people were telling. Brandon, no gay stuff, but would you have sex with a man? And Whack and Adam was talking about some suspect. Where you about to go? To the beach? All right. Yeah, we live by the beach. That's because we live in Long Beach. Hey, wouldn't you love to be able to say, I'm about to go to the beach right quick? Like you about to just walk down the street and be at the beach? But yeah, man, I just stood on business as a man. I wasn't trying to impress nobody. I wasn't trying to like humiliate nobody. I don't enter any situation with that in mind. Oh, y'all set suspect up. No, we didn't. Suspect setting himself up. That's his biggest problem. And he's surrounded by people who benefit from him, crashing out. That's the unfortunate part of it. When all your friends are people who benefit from you taking losses, you need a new group of friends. And listen, even at risk of getting my own self maybe fired or unemployed as far as no jumper, I even said that to Adam. When I was trying to get a job, well, not even trying, but when I was like, when there was a chance for me to get a job at No Jumper, I said straight up, I said, you guys failed suspect. Who? You guys did. Did I not? So please tell me. All right, RJ, you got modded up. Handle them. Finish them. Nah, but this just was a crazy situation. And the fact that this dude PC'd up. Yeah, at the beach at 6:30. Why not? You do know people go to the beach at night. Don't you ever disrespect Kentucky Fried Chicken. I like to see a Brandon plus T-Mac podcast on 5-5 Crib. 5-5 Crib. Go ahead, Rob.
Shit, is the beach worth paying 50% in taxes though?
I don't think I pay 50% in taxes.
Y'all don't?
No.
Oh, I heard Californians, y'all get hit over the head.
Nah, we got a lot of little like stupid sales tax and stuff on certain stuff. Gas tax is the worst. The gas tax is the worst. We pay about 60 cents in taxes for gas.
Okay, that's a common misconception then. I hear that all the time. Yeah, y'all pay 50% off the check. If you get paid $3,000, you bringing home $1,500.
Hell
Damn.
no. That's a lie. That's a lie. If you get paid $3,000, you probably gonna pay $400 in taxes. Probably 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
Max. About 15%. 15 to 20%. It's not that much. And remember, it's based on income. Like it's based on like dependents and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not that bad. And the 400 gonna be the federal on top of the state. So it's not that much. But yeah, it's worth it to be in a peaceful neighborhood. You're by the beach. But hey, y'all niggas is down here too, because I was just sitting at this little coffee shop by my house and someone wrote over me, Brandon, what's up? I said, oh shit. And it's like one of the like neighborhood coffee shops. So it's like tucked inside of the neighborhood. It's not even on the main street. Most people don't even know it exists. So I'm just sitting out having a latte. Somebody rolled up and he was black too. I said, there goes the neighborhood. Nah, but in my neighborhood, it's a lot of black people who live over here. Like all my neighbors, like they're all black. Like all my next door neighbors, they're black, but they're normal black people. They're blacks, not niggas. But yeah, so it's cool though. Cause I mean, and the funny thing is when you live by the beach, you barely ever go.
Right. I know y'all get paid more though.
We do all right.
Yeah, for the same jobs, like you go over to the East Coast, shit. For the same job, it'll pay like double in California. It's crazy.
Right. So it works out, especially if you're shopping online and stuff like that. It works out. Global warning. If suspect gets to go to prison for 1 or 2 years, he will come out the ultimate street ninja in his mind. Finally earned his stripes, leveled up his resume. I'm not going to lie to you. If suspect goes to prison, he will become someone's boyfriend. I'm certain of it. Free sus. Wait, let me make that big. Oh shit, hold on. Hold up your sign. Free sus. The YNs have spoken. Ankle bracelet. See, now we're getting to see the type of people who watch No Jumper and support suspect.
Nigga, Northside GBO, nigga.
Is this the same guy who had the bonnet?
Yeah.
Free sus. Hey, listen, everyone is welcome to their opinion on this channel. If you support suspect, I would love nothing more than to give you the chance to give some supportive words to this brother. Let me ask you a question. You from Northside GBO. Is suspect from that crew? He's all right.
I'm taking a vow of silence today. Free sus.
You just broke the vow of silence.
It's starting right now.
Okay. Okay. No, that's cool. Free suspect if he's innocent. Hey, I don't want anybody to go to jail who's not guilty. I hate that. That's one of the things I can't stand. I even donate money to the Innocence Project, which is crazy. So free sus, guys. Thank you. Free sus. We made it big so everybody got your message. I'm going to look up this Northside GBO. I would love to learn more about that.
Oh, yeah. Do your homework. We got an interview coming on No Jumper. Gas
All
got an interview on No Jumper coming.
Well, hey, let me know when you're getting off that ankle monitor so I know how long I'll be safe.
All right, I'll let you know, man.
All right, peace. I'm gonna talk trash until June 17th, and he's off the bracelet. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's cool, man. I mean, hey, I love that. I actually love that dude called in, because it's like, why not? Because it teaches me more about the audience, and you would think, like, you know, all the YNs, if they're on house arrest, in jail, they like to watch No Jumper and stuff because it kind of gives them a little bit of nostalgia, right? It gives them a little bit of a feeling like they outside. But I'm learning. Right, Rob? Was that not educational for you?
Yeah, shit. Your audience is changing fast, Brandon.
They'll be gone. As soon as I start talking about politics again, they'll leave. Soon as their boyfriend get out of jail, they're gonna be gone. Musk Mayo. Just want to let you know you represent black men very well. Thank you, Musk Mayo. Eminem. I appreciate that. And thank you for the super chat. Jesus, this hell Satan guy. Where's my mod that I made? You supposed to be getting that guy out of here. Luis, my brother's in the building. Okay. So guys, we're gonna let Luis. Anybody else who wants to get up, now's the time, because we're gonna wrap it up soon. Because I have to be in LA for another podcast, which is crazy. Like, beyond what's this? I want to know about the situation where what's his face supposedly pulled up on 4 extras. King Pill pulls up on. Okay, where's this? So King Pill pulled up to troll the 40s. Hey, I like the 40s. Leave him alone, dude. I met Dodie 6. He was a cool dude. Oh, so y'all all over this. So what was this where this dude supposedly pulled up on these dudes? I'm gonna listen. Okay, let me just get the quick version. What's up with this dude, Rich Trapper? Where the hell is this dude at? Because I need to know what's the deal. Y'all want to listen to the dude with his shirt off? Or y'all want to let's see. Nah. I'd rather go to shirt off guy. Let's see what he says.
I'm back. What's happening with the Hoodlum gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end. I'm back at you with another video. But before we get started, if you happen to be new to the channel, you want to become a member of the Hoodlum friend or tell a friend, hit that note. Y'all see the title. The boy King Pill done pulled up to Vernon Avenue. Well, I don't know if he did. They say he did. If you don't know who King Pill is, internet personality, he been on No Jumper. That's the dude that was on there with his shirt off. He always got his shirt off, baby oiled up with no shoes on. At first I didn't get it. I didn't get him as a character, but the more I listened, I'm like, all right, I kind of get it. Now I seen he been trolling the homie 4 extras for some months for whatever reason. I know recently he been trying to get a boxing match. The clip just went viral of 4 extras when he just got out of jail, going off on Adam 22. He went up to No Jumper, went off on Adam 22, getting at him, saying this ain't no celebrity boxing match, this dude ain't no celebrity, whatever the case is. Some people will say 4 extras ain't either, whatever.
Yeah, I agree with 4 extras though. Fighting King Pill does nothing for 4 extras. And also, what does King Pill really have to lose? King Pill, if he lose, he just joke it off. Oh, he got me, whatever, this or that. I agree with 4 extras. Go for somebody like Jake Paul, which he'll get annihilated. Go for somebody like Wes Watson. You're lying. Okay, let's keep going with this. Allegedly, some new audio from Almighty has been released.
I don't believe none of us is celebrities. We just popular on the internet. Some more popular than others. And that's the case right here. 4Extras obviously being the bigger name, and King Pill attaching himself to 4Extras. So 4Extras goes off on Adam 22. And in that clip, he goes off on King Peel, call him smoker, whatever, say he'd do this, do that, whatever the case is. But he said it's his first and last time addressing him. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he should address them at all. This comes with the territory, you know. It's going to be people coming out of left field, left and right, when you become, the more known you become. And people gonna try to attach themselves to you, and that was no different right here. Like I said, this dude been saying 4Extras name for months, and to my knowledge, this is the first time he actually acknowledged him, and that takes us to the situation at hand right now. So there's a video of King Peel, I guess on Fig and Vernon, like literally right next to the freeway. It obviously is still the hood, you know what I mean? And but it's right next to the freeway. This ain't Vernon and Western. This ain't 43rd and Vermont. This ain't Vermont Square Park. This ain't the lot on Crenshaw. It's, you know what I mean? But it's still the hood. All right. These dudes is out there flamed up, bread rags. It sound like he dissing because he said something about X4. You can hear it in the background. So
well, here's the thing. Any random person, whether they're in a gang or not, they can pull up on Figueroa and Vernon. Figueroa and Vernon is not, I can even vouch for that. That's not even like a hood spot. It's a Burger King, a Jack in the Box, a Ross, and a gas station. You're not really in the hood. You're on the outskirts of the hood where business. Fig and Vernon is like not even 2 miles away from USC. So ain't a whole lot gonna happen right there. So if they pulled up on Fig and Vernon right by the freeway, that's not really going into 40's hood. So let's get that straight. They didn't go, down the street into the neighborhood. They didn't go like down to Normandy or to Western or any of that. They didn't go to freaking Church's Chicken, right? They went to the very corner. And if King Pill is from Pomona, getting on the freeway to drive an hour to come do that is crazy to me. Hey, where are my moderators at? I see somebody spamming and y'all ain't on them. But yeah, all up in Arlington, right? That to me, hey, so churches sound good. Right. They're not, that's crazy. If you went to the very tip of that hood, and honestly, I got to be real, keep it on the internet. Like, why are y'all doing stuff in real life that could cause conflict? Don't do that. See, because that's how you're going to fuck the money up. If somebody end up getting hurt, shot, whatever, all fights and stuff are going to be off. So just keep it on the internet. Because you doing that is not going to make 4Extras fight you. That's going to make 4Extras less likely to fight you. Because now they're going to say, oh, damn, this is some hood beef. That's what they're going to say. So it ain't a matter of getting in the ring no more. There's no point to do that. Robert, thank you for the $9.99. Shout out to all the new YNs in the audience. Get your pen and pad out. Facts. You definitely can learn on this channel. Real talk. Keep getting the Southside fade haircut with the shea butter and hitting the gym. You looking good, cuz. No glaze, no homo. Hey, no, of course, bro. You know it's all love, Robert. Yeah, I'm getting the Southside fade, bro. The shea butter, you know what I'm saying? We in the gym. I was at the gym today. Throwing up some weight. But yeah, we gonna keep that going. Let's go. I got these guys here. I gotta let my guy Luis talk. Go ahead, Luis.
Yo, what up, Brandon? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. You know, taking it one day at a time, my brother.
Yes, sir. That's how it is. I don't know if I think you had just read something in the chat saying that suspect responded. I just saw something right now, literally as soon as I was like, no way, that's crazy. I don't know if that's something you would want to react to or something.
He responded to me.
I don't. From I was just watching like the title, and I believe he was responding like in general, pretty much to you, but like everyone that was saying he was PC.
Listen, man, he could say, I'm not in PC. I'm not in PC. We know you're in PC. We know you are. Like, oh, okay, rolling 90 vouchers, almighty suspect, not PC, full jail call. Oh, this is good. You guys want to do it? If we do it, it'll be the last thing we do because I got to go. Give me a one in the chat if we should go over this jail call. That's crazy. But let me let Lucky Watchers go. Lucky Watchers, unmute.
Yo, Brandon, what's up, fam?
Yo, what up?
Yo, man. Yo, I'm kind of new to all like this LA gang culture stuff, man. You know, I'm from Buffalo, so
okay.
Yeah, yeah, man, that was some real, like, it was so soft, man. Like, but you handled yourself, man. I gotta give it to you. Like, you should have broke that guy ribs, man. Well,
you should have made him barbecue.
yeah, like that gotta be so sucker. Like, how you invite the fight, right? The fade, and then you got weapons, man. Well, I don't respect that, but
I don't think anyone respects that.
Yeah, I don't respect that, man. But
that may be one thing all black people agree on. All people on the world agree on. Shit, fuck just black.
For real, because I don't know, like, you know, the LA do y'all still do that? Like, oh, I'm from this area, so we got beef with this people.
Yeah, some people do that still.
Okay, yeah, because in New York it's different, man. Like, you could be from all different sets and whatever, but you still cool. Most of the violence stem from like drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, drugs and people getting into it over money. Yeah, it's like that in LA too. But there still is hood stuff that happens.
Okay.
Yeah, you from over here. You see what King Pill doing with 4 extras? He trying to bait him by going into his hood. But thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, Lucky Watcher.
Yes, sir. Take care.
You too. Hey, Cinderoni. Go ahead, Cinderoni.
Peace.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Yeah, I salute, Brandon. I just want to say, you know, a few things, man. You know, first off, congratulations on your upcoming and things of that nature, and salute to you for handling yourself, you know, the way you've been doing. It's a lot of misrepresentation that goes down on that show as far as these alleged street figures and all that kind of shit. So, you know, they're having to go through that. That wasn't no ism that you've been dealing with from these so-called P's or whatever. That was some gangbanging shit. That was some low-level shit. That was not no ism. Yeah, that was not no ism. You know what I'm saying? And I done been locked up at Venice Beach for a one-on-one. You understand what I'm saying? And that ain't the place you thinking is cool and all that to do anything. Let me tell you something. They brought out 2 helicopters. They had like 50 undercovers out there. You know what I'm saying? 20, you know, Tahoes and Suburbans and all that shit. Like, it's not a game. So for motherfuckers to be up there, you know what I'm saying, playing like, you know, that's a major tourist location.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a major money market. You know what I mean? And for a motherfucker to be out there perpetrating like it's like, you know, I'm gonna catch you at Venice and I'm gonna do it. Nah, they got a precinct there. You understand what I'm saying? Like they got, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's a lot of bad representation that goes down on that show. And salute to you for handling yourself. Much success to you on your journey. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Seriously, thank you, brother. Nah, yeah, for real. Like, and that's one of the things, like with the Adam situation, people will be like, why you on no jumper? Well, Adam, we talked. You know, that he want to know what problem do you have with no jumper. I said, you don't represent us in a good way, right? You make us look bad, you know. And then he gave me the opportunity to go give a better representation. And then when I was there, I realized Adam's not forcing these dudes to do anything. These dudes, these black men are choosing to behave this way. Adam didn't tell King Peel to go to Fort Extras Hood to taunt him and try to bait him into a fight. King Peel chose to do that. Now, if something bad happens, you can't turn around and say, oh, that's because no jumper. Like, okay, if you don't want to fight you, find King Peel another opponent. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would love to go fight that dude for some money. But yeah, it's crazy as hell. But let's listen to Suss's jail call.
Y'all know what's going on, man. It's Big Face Herbert Displeasure, Six Figure Sus, whatever you want to call me, you feel me? I just want to let y'all know, all my fans, supporters, I'll be home soon. I'm not in no motherfucking PC. That ain't me. Not never. Y'all.
Okay, so I could tell by the first 3 words he's lying. Oh, yeah. You can tell just by how he's talking. He ain't in no general population area. Oh, I ain't in no PC. That ain't me. All that stuff. Bro, you're in the Twin Towers. That's PC, bro. Unless you in there for murder or something. But I'm going to just take his word for it. Let's say he's not in PC. Oh, that makes it all better. That's what I'm saying. Like, the guys, listen, you got Brick Baby. You got all these guys calling in, right? Trying to sound happy. Trying to put on a good face, right? Trying to put on a good face, but we know what the narrative is already. Let me go to jail. Let me act like everything is all good. Well, why don't you just tell us what you fighting? If no charges or none of that get mentioned, there's a problem.
Already know what's going on with me, you feel me? And for all my supporters, make sure y'all tapping in, you feel me? We still gonna be dropping, we still gonna be doing what we do, you feel me? And make sure y'all slide over to the next slide too, you feel me? I got a little memo for y'all so y'all can know I ain't in no PC. I'm just doing my thing, minding my business, keeping my head up, you know? Free me till they free me.
Hey, it do sound like some General Pop noise in the background.
What is General Pop noise?
So somebody said Sus was in PC, said they seen him locked up.
Come on, Cliff. Cliff's smarter than this. Cliff, what is General Pop noise? This stuff don't be making no sense.
All this and that, and Sus telling us that that's not what's going on. Okay, so let's get into this next slide that he told us to go over there.
All right, I'm about to put OG on the phone so he can let y'all know I ain't in no PC.
Oh, he's putting the OG.
Get down like that, this bitch rolling from 9-0. There ain't no PC up in us right here. Just let you know that, man.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Okay, so let me play it again. Is he gonna let me play it again? Okay, now so I guess that's Almighty Suspect OG letting his mama know, like, nah, he not in PC. You ever did what I'm saying, man? Not at all. Not at all. Now, what was that in that phone call?
Bruh, listen. Listen, man. Listen. It sounds like they're in a medical unit. Like, I don't want to hear an old dude say we're not in PC. If you're not in PC, you got like 50 YNs in jail in a dorm with you. They could, hey, this and that, this little woo-woo from. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen to me. This is the problem that Suspect is running up against with someone like me. I have common sense. I'm not trying to spin stories for views and clicks. I'm telling you right now, if this man was in general population, you could have got any 10 dudes from the dorm to yell out and scream they hood, where they from, all this shit. Hey, y'all niggas, they think we in general population. I mean, they think we PC'd up. Come over here, my niggas. They would have came over there. They would have been banging. Nigga, I'm tiny whoop whoop from whoopty whoop. Nigga on do. Bro, this is garbage. This is a lie. And it's a very thinly veiled lie. I've been to county jail. Do you realize there's niggas in there with nobody to call? No money, no nothing, bored out of their mind? You think they wouldn't love to hop on a phone call and bang and do all that? Come on, my nigga. You just gotta know these types of situations. He got one older gentleman to say, ain't nothing PC'd up about this. You're not selling me. You're not selling me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you go to jail and you tell niggas come get on, bro, niggas will talk to your girl. They'll talk to your mama. Hey, bro, hey, holler at my homeboy, holler at my girl, holler at my whatever. They'll jump on that phone and talk for an hour if you let them. Why? Because they have nothing better to do. They have nothing better to do. Anybody who falls for this is just purely dumb. You're purely dumb. Y'all niggas, I mean, all the people who ever been to jail out here in Cali, am I wrong or am I right? Like, honestly, am I wrong or am I right? If you go to jail and you hit the county jail and you on a phone call and you're trying to prove that you're not in protective custody, you got 30 motherfuckers in there who will jump on that phone and start banging and everything else to show you that you on the main line. He definitely gave that old dude 3 soups. AOG. He gave that nigga some chewing tobacco. No. It doesn't even matter. But the reason why it matters in the case of suspect is because, bro, he projects this image of toughness. Like, he'll fuck people up, he'll beat people up and all this stuff. But we've seen one example of how he's scared to fight publicly. And now that same narrative has become the narrative while he's incarcerated. And we are led to believe it because of the way he carried himself on the outside. You don't got to prove your housing location says it all. 100%. 100%. If that man is an OG what? I don't know who this is. Dude, you think OGs don't lie? You don't think old men go to the county and be like, I could just get I can benefit by saying anything. There's no skin off his back. He ain't banging his hood. He ain't in the streets like that. I knew Suspect was a loudmouth bitch first time I ever watched him on a No Jumper podcast. He got that bitch gene in him. I'm just telling you guys, if you were in a real dorm, if you were really in the main general population, it wouldn't have been no OG on the phone. It'd have been niggas from somewhere. Hell no, this woo-woo from Woofy-Woo. And they would have took them soups just the same. I'm telling you, that don't sound, that sound like some general population talk. Well, you cool with Suspect. But I get that. But let's not lie to ourselves. Like, I've been in dorms. I've been in county jail 4 times. It's a gang of Negroes up in there, ready to jump on a phone call, ready to represent their hood. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they think it's gonna make it to the internet. Hell yeah. My thing is this. Well, he not in the pen though. Yeah, he not in the pen, so ain't no phones, no cell phones. But I'm just telling y'all, like, and guess what? There's nothing that would say, Sus might pop up in general population because he cares so much about what the county jail thinks. I mean, about what the audience online thinks. He might ask to go to general population just to prove he's not PC'd up. But this is one thing that was crazy to me. Somebody brought it to my attention that Lil Durk is actually in general population. Like, Loose Cannon put Lil Durk on the phone, or whoever one of them put Lil Durk on the phone. He was in general population. Bro, if you were not in PC, there would have been no speculation of you being in PC. See, y'all thinking like we just made that up. Y'all think we just made that up. On his paperwork, it says the Twin Towers. Like, that's as far as I forever. If you were in the Twin Towers, since the females went to Linwood, you are either sick, mentally ill, you got AIDS or something, you hearing voices, or you're scared, you fear for your life. That's what I know. That's what I know. Now, it could have changed. It's been a long time since I've been to jail. It could have changed. But as far as I know, that's why you're in the Twin Towers. unless and if you're not there, you're in the old county. That's what I'm saying, Brandon. He will do anything, especially if he has nothing to lose. Be careful, my brother. Oh, yeah, for sure. In Dallas is North Tower, right? The OG could be in medical for a real medical reason, not PC, right? But sus, they're pretending to hear voices, PC. Yeah, and then the OG was like, we ain't no PC over here. He could just be talking about himself. He could be like, I'm not here for protective custody, and have nothing, no knowledge of why sus is there. Hey, but guys, I gotta go. It's been real. It's been great. I hope you guys all enjoyed this broadcast. The voice plate is for hot meds. Facts. But I gotta go to another podcast right now. So we will be back. We most likely will be back tomorrow. You guys always message me. I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out how to play this with my day one audience and then the new people coming over. We're not always going to be talking about No Jumper, but we do talk about like different things. Like we do have a mix on this channel. We do talk about some celebrity stuff. We do talk about just like current events, crazy random stuff. We do a little bit of reaction videos. We do a few things over here, and I think you'll enjoy it. And obviously, I'll be on No Jumper, and I will respond and react to the things that pertain to me, right? And if I have a thought on something that happens with someone else. But until the next time, please do me one favor. Take care of yourselves, but most importantly, please take care of one another. Peace.